My name is Paul Stewart. I teach community development. This is part of community development. The name of this particular scenario is Tips for Judging the Rationality and Validity of Perceptions. Tips for judging the rationality and validity of perceptions. Does reliable proof or evidence support the perceptions? Saying, but everyone does that, is not a valid argument for speeding unless you are on a racetrack. The evidence needs to be consistent. There are many ways of proving something. Things can be proved by statistics, by personal experience, through political processes, etc. If one person is arguing from a statistical basis and the other is speaking of ethical and moral proofs, agreement cannot be reached. I'll say that again. There are many ways of proving something. Things can be proved by statistics, by personal experience, through political processes, etc. Now, pay close attention to this. If one person is arguing from a statistical basis and the other is speaking of ethical and moral proofs, agreement cannot be reached. Use analogies to help with the discussion. Is the situation similar to others that you have been involved in? How has the group managed similar conflicts? When you can find experiences which are alike, you can find the basis for a common decision. Define your terms as clearly as possible. The definitions need to relate to the controversy and need to be agreed upon. The word evidence, for example, seems pretty clear until you take into consideration the various ways in which we collect, analyze, and use evidence. Is proof a better word for the situation? Do not assume everyone means the same thing by a word. Define it. And last but not least, my note is when the issue, and I want you to pay close attention to this, when the issue is not deemed to be legitimate within the context of the organization or community, individuals may have to disassociate. Managing controversy does not guarantee that all interests will be satisfied, only that the process will fairly hear all participants. Paul Stewart.